Hi, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I am so excited to get to share my music with you, and a huge thanks to Anthony at Grey Wolf Records for putting this all together. And the first one that I'm sharing with you is called 16, and I wrote it for a friend of mine's birthday party because I had forgotten to get her a gift. But I've recently added a quarantine edition, so I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on it, and if you can recognize it in the song. So with that, let's begin. Used to run around in your socks and underwear. Used to refuse to brush your own hair. Dollhouses crumbling to the ground, soccer jersey in the lost and found. Turning 16 feels like a dream, but don't be afraid to dance on your own. Still dream in color with butterflies and bows. Turning 16 seems like a dream, but you'll still be you. Romance enthralls you and cooties become cute. Now you can drive, so you'll take the long route. You'll hide in the basement and sneak out at dawn. Jump through a window and run through the lawn. Turning 16 might be a dream, but don't be afraid to dance on your own. Still dream in color with butterflies and bows. Turning 16 seems like a dream, but you'll still be you. And you're still cool if you spend it alone. If it's just mom and dad on your birthday at home, and the world is shut down, so there's nowhere to roam. And 16 feels so far from the world that you've known. Turning 16 seems like a dream, but you'll still be you. I hope that you run in your socks and underwear. Untie the bows and let loose your wild hair. You'll still be you. And the song is kind of about the bittersweetness of moving on and continuing with the school year, and also reminiscing about like the beauty of the memories that were developed over the summer. All right, next up is Bittersweet Departure. As the leaves turn from green to shades of brown, they're falling down. As the wind blowing slow carries flying leaves drifting low. What am I to do when I must leave you? Bittersweet departure. What am I to do when I must leave you? Bittersweet departure. Rising up through the clouds, a shade. Two sweet youth play the game. Cheeks are flushed, eyes will gaze. Keep it here before it fades. What am I to do when I must leave you? Bittersweet departure. What am I to do when I must leave you? Bittersweet departure. One last night under stars before we're gone in dented cars. One last smile, one last kiss, a fleeting touch, a growing rift. What am I to do when I must leave you? Bittersweet departure. What am I to do when I must leave you? Bittersweet departure. This is a Jewish prayer, which I have kind of have my own take on. It's a prayer about watching over and looking after people as they go about their days, as they sleep at night. And when I first read through the prayer and really understood it for the first time for myself, I really heard it as a lullaby. And so I wrote this melody to it, which I've been singing for a while now, I guess. And my community at Yale, my Reform Chavurah community, is very familiar with the tune, so I hope that you'll sing along. It means a lot to me, and especially when I get to sing it with them. So please sing along if you know it. And this is Hashkiveinu. Hashkiveinu, Hashkiveinu, blanket us with peace, tuck us into sweet dreams and morning dew. Guard us from our monsters too, those at night and daylight too. Hashkiveinu, Hashkiveinu. And when our eyes close, keep us safe, bring us home. Hashkiveinu, Hashkiveinu, Hashkiveinu. Oh, the next song I have is on ukulele. while I make that transition, I'm going to tell you the little story about this song. So this summer, some of you may know, I have been taking Laurie Santos's Science of Well-Being course. And one of the things that they teach about is gratitude. And so this next song was inspired by one of the things that they talked about was, they have people reflect on relationships that are in to be more grateful. So like, what would it be like if you didn't meet the person that you're currently with? And so I am not in a relationship. So instead I decided to reflect on what would it be like if I hadn't had that relationship, or if it hadn't ended, and kind of thinking about that in that context. And like the gratitude that I have for getting to have had that experience. And then this next song is called You Came Around. Can you imagine if we never met? If I hadn't said I love you yet? If I never asked how's your day? Or you never stopped to say okay? Would we ever have been friends? With every choice it just depends. As we end our time together, you should know that there are moments I'll still treasure. It had its ups and had its downs, and sometimes smiles became frowns. But I'm still glad it came around. Can you imagine if we broke it off over the summer when the miles were tough? If you'd have said you needed virtual space so you could see somebody face to face, we could have picked it up in fall. But there were no restarts at all. As we end our time together, you should know that there are moments I'll still treasure. It had its ups and had its downs, and sometimes smiles became frowns. But I'm still glad it came around. Can you imagine if I never cried? If I kept all of my pain inside? If my needs and wants had not been shared? So maybe I could just assume you cared, and maybe this would have no end. But I need space so I can mend. As we end our time together, you should know that there are moments I'll still treasure. It had its ups and had its downs, and sometimes smiles became frowns. But I'm still glad it came around. While I rebuild myself and you figure out a world beyond yourself, right now I feel like a shell of who I was, but I'm growing stronger lungs because this came around. As we end our time together, you should know that there are moments I'll still treasure. It had its ups and had its downs, and sometimes smiles became frowns. But I'm still glad it came around. This next song is Happy Birthday, and I wrote this song about a friend of mine who passed away in our senior year of high school, and whenever his birthday or the anniversary of his death comes around, I'm reminded a lot of his absence in my life. And I think about, what it would have been like if he was still here today, and if I'd had the opportunity to get to share more of more of our lives together as friends. And this next song is about wishing him happy birthday, thinking of him, and kind of what it's like to mourn somebody and be reminded of their distance. Happy birthday. I wish that I knew what to say. Happy birthday. I hope that you had a great day. I miss you and nothing's right, and I never sleep through the night without wondering where you are, if you're restless near or far. Happy birthday. I wish that I knew what to say. Happy birthday. It's crazy a year's passed this way. Happy birthday. Do you wish you were here today? Or is it better where you are? Have you seen a shooting star and wished you weren't so far? Happy birthday. I forget then remember this day. Happy birthday. I wish that I knew what to say. I miss you, but I'm alright, and I finally sleep through the night without wondering where you are, if you're resting near or far. Happy birthday. I hope that you had a great day. Thank you. That was in memory of my friend Liam Burdick. This next song is called Almost Fine, and it's about the insecurity that I sometimes have, and I think other people also have in relationships, that sometimes the other person might be more in love with love or the idea of love than they are with you. And so with that, this is the song Almost Fine. Everything's almost fine, but it's not. I should feel just fine, but I'm not. All my doubts and insecurities aligned, but I convinced myself I'm out of my mind, that maybe I should settle for someone who wants love, even if I know it's not for me. And maybe it is better to have a hand to hold, even if it could have not been me. He wants to kiss my shoulder and look into my eyes, but can't he see the numbness that I feel inside? And every time he holds me, I melt into his arms, forgetting why I care if he imagines me disguised. So maybe I should settle for someone who wants love, even if I know it's not for me. confidence you seek, that there could not have been another me. But if I were to ask you and you were to reply, I'm too scared you'd hesitate and prove me right. So maybe I should settle for someone who wants love, even if I know it's not for me. And maybe it is better to have a hand to hold, even if it could have not been me, even if it would have not been me, even if it should have not been me. This third to last one is You Dreamed of a Daughter, which I wrote when reckoning with kind of my parents coming to terms with me coming out about being non-binary and my own gender identity. I think that I was trying to understand where they were coming from and, you know, really, and I think also thinking about what it would be like if it was like a musical conversation. So that's kind of what this song came out of. With that, this is You Dreamed of a Daughter. I dreamed I would walk her down the aisle, white dress and veil from Hannah's bridal. She would look beautiful as planned. He would be handsome and he'd stand next to her by her side, while she'd smile and I'd cry. I dreamed there would be a baby naming. I'd wait for the day that we'd been saving. Then I would hold her in my arms, your little baby, a new charm, smiling bright just like you, while you laughed and sang a tune. I dreamed there would be another chapter. You'd care for me as I'd get fatter. I would sit in my mother's chair, and you would comb my knotted hair, getting thin, nearly gone, but you'd say it was so long. I dreamed I would knit you ugly sweaters, purple and pink with floating letters. Accept them graciously and pass them down when I would be in the ground, scattered far from the ashes in a jar. I'll never have another daughter. You're the one and there's no other. You say you're still here while you change, but I don't recognize your face. Sharper jaw, shorter hair, and the earrings that you wear. I am still here, I'm your child. You can still walk me down the aisle. I may not wear a wedding dress, but I'll still smile and look my best. I still want to be somebody's parent, and them after my grandparents. I still want the ugly sweaters with the floating letters. You don't see her in my reflection. Your girl isn't gone, she was never here. The dream you held so dear was only that. I hope you learn to love the fact that I am your child, not your daughter. You haven't lost her, you have gotten me wholly. And I posted it during quarantine. It's kind of become my quarantine anthem. I find myself returning to it a lot because it's kind of just about relishing that you've done the basic bare minimum things to support yourself in terms of self-care, and so the song is trying to be okay. This is how I take care of myself. This is how I'm maintaining my health. How I get through every day. I'm just trying to be okay. Do-do-do. I'm just trying to be okay. I think I shampooed my hair twice and chewed a whole glass of cubed ice. I haven't changed my underwear or used a comb to brush my hair. This is how I take care of myself. This is how I'm maintaining my health. How I get through every day. I'm just trying to be okay. Do-do-do. I'm just trying to be okay. Today I did my class in bed and read through every email thread. I changed my sheets and made 2 eggs and even moisturized my legs. I'm not saying things are great, but I'm grateful that I ate. And although I stayed up late, it's not myself that I hate. This is how I take care of myself. This is how I'm maintaining my health. How I get through every day. I'm just trying to be okay. Do-do-do. I'm just trying to be okay. If I'm lying on the floor, staring at an open door, 'cause I can't get onto my feet, my heart's delaying every beat. Today may feel like it's a waste. Tomorrow's coming in a haste. But think of all the fears we faced. All that hard work's not erased. This is how I take care of myself. This is how I'm maintaining my health. How I get through every day. I'm just trying to be okay. Do-do-do. I'm just trying to be okay. This is how I take care of myself. This is how I'm maintaining my health. How I get through every day. I'm just trying to be okay. Do-do-do. I'm just trying to be okay. Today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I am so excited to have been able to share so much of this original music with all of you. And this next song I've been really working on in hopes of releasing it on some platforms. And Anthony has been really crucial in that process. Anthony, who owns Grey Wolf Records, and he has so generously and so graciously collaborated with me on this song that I'll be sharing with you next, helping me learn the ins and outs of recording and mixing and mastering. And I just could not be more grateful to have his wisdom and his expertise and his kindness and patience. and also for him organizing and putting together this incredible concert. He made it incredible on his part. I hope that you enjoy it on my part. This will be the last song. It is In Love, and I hope that you like it. I don't care if it's simple. I don't care if I'm hurt. I don't care if it's short-lived. Blend me with the dirt. Pour from my veins, reach what remains. Scatter my dust, and if that's not enough, sell all my curls and throw away pearls. When push comes to shove, I'd rather be in love. You can sell all my treasures, take the silk and porcelain, give away all my pleasures, sweetness, sun, and sin. Pour from my veins, reach what remains, scatter my dust, and if that's not enough, sell all my curls and throw away pearls. When push comes to shove, I'd rather be in love. In love, give me a taste of that bliss. In love, for one priceless kiss. Pour from my veins, reach what remains, scatter my dust, and if that's not enough, sell all my curls and throw away pearls. When push comes to shove, I'd rather be. I'd rather be in love. I don't care if it's simple. I don't care if I'm hurt. Thank you all so much for coming today. It's been such a treat